Hi, welcome to week 11 of your citizenship course. So this is how we're going to be doing our classes from now on. I know it's a really big change. I know that you probably haven't gotten comfortable with Canvas yet. I had never used it before, so I'm still kind of learning how it works. So we're learning together. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible for you. So let me tell you a little bit about how the class is going to work now that we are online. So the class is basically going to be pretty much the same. We would cover 2 lessons every week, so we are going to stick to that. Every lesson now will be 3 different parts. So since we can't meet in person, these videos, like the one that you're watching right now, will fill in for that time that we are missing. In these videos, I will give you instructions about how to finish the lesson. So I'm going to tell you everything that you need to do in order for you to finish the lesson. I will give you more details about the reading that you're going to do, and I will give you background, the history of the questions. I know that a lot of you have mentioned that me going into the history and the background of the questions helps you memorize and learn the answers. So that's what I'm going to be using these videos for. You will also have access to the handouts the handouts like the ones that I would give you in class. And I'll show you where you can access them. With these videos and the reading, the handouts, my recommendation is that you watch these videos first because they serve as an introduction to the reading. So if you go into the reading first, you might be a little bit confused because you won't know what to expect. So either watch these videos first or you can do it at the same time. So you can pause the video when we get to a certain page, do your reading, and then continue with the video. Whichever way works best for you. And the third part of each lesson is going to be a discussion thread. So that's going to substitute for the discussions that we had in class. These discussion threads are going to keep us engaged in the lessons. So it's going to show me that you learned from the lesson, that you know what you're talking about. If you are having issues with anything, if there's anything that you didn't understand, I will also be able to tell. So that way I can step in and give you a little help if you need it. I think it'll be pretty similar. I think all of our lessons will be that structure. The only thing that will change will be whenever we watch a video, whenever I post videos for you to watch, like movies or documentaries, and when we have a test. So when that comes up, I will definitely give you more instructions so you can know how to work it and it won't be confusing. So let me show you where you can access everything that you're going to need. Let me zoom out my camera. There we go. Okay, so as soon as you log into Canvas, it's taking a little bit of time. Okay, so this is what you should see as soon as you log into Canvas. This is your home screen. Let me zoom out. There we go. Okay, so once you are here, you're going to click on Modules. Modules is where you're going to see all of your assignments. Let's click on that. Okay, so the course is going to be divided up in weeks. So we are currently in week 11. If you don't know which week you're on, I've also added the dates. So this week started on March 23rd and it will end on March 27th. So what I've done with the classes is that typically, but let me just tell you this before I go back to the Canvas page. The classes, I know that we would meet Tuesdays and Thursdays for 2 hours each day, so for a total of 4 hours. With everything that's going on, I know it's difficult to stick to that schedule, especially if you don't have to be there physically. So what I've done is I've made the lessons available for the entire week. So starting Monday, even though our classes were on Tuesday, starting Monday, you will be able to see both assignments. The assignments if you do them both together, it will take up about 4 hours to do them. So that'll equal the time that we would have spent in class doing the assignments. I've done this because I've given you the entire week to work on the assignments because, like I mentioned, I know that everything is pretty hectic right now. So I want to make it as easy for you to do these lessons. So for example, let's say that Monday morning you have a lot of extra time for some reason. You can go ahead and do these assignments. So it's whenever you have time. So the lessons will become available on Monday, and then you'll have until Friday at 11:59 to do them. So it's about 5 days. It's exactly 5 days. So you should have plenty of time. So I hope that this helps you. So let me go back to our page. Okay. So week 11, let me show you how you are going to get to your assignments. So I will list both of the lessons. So if you notice these little icons, it's like a paper with a pencil, and then down here is like speech bubbles. So the ones with the paper and the pencil are the assignments. Those are the lessons. If you click on this, let's click on our first lesson, Early America. This is what you will see. So it gives you information when it's due, Friday at 11:59. It's worth 0 points because our class isn't graded, so you don't need to worry about that. And then it tells you when it's available. So March 23rd at 12 a.m. to March 27 at 11:59. So you have 5 days to do this. Okay, so this is the link that you're going to click so you can see your handouts, the papers that I would give you in class. So go ahead and click that, and it's going to download the papers onto the handouts onto your computer. So it's down here. You're going to click this, and it will open the handouts. So from here, you can do the reading on your computer, or you can print it out, whatever works best for you, but it will be available to you. So let me go back to our Canvas. Okay, under the link, I provide an overview. So basic information about what the lesson is going to be about. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about the early United States, focusing on its early inhabitants, as well as the immigration trends that led to the makeup of the country today. I will also let you know what questions from the 100 civics test questions you're going to be able to answer after this lesson. So for this specific lesson, you'll learn question 10, 58, 59, and 87. Under this, you have directions about what you need to do to finish the lesson. So number one, you're going to watch the lecture videos. I wrote in this one 2 lecture videos. It's not always going to be 2. Sometimes it'll be 1. Sometimes it'll be 3, depending on how much information I have to give you. So like I said, these videos are going to prepare you and expand on the reading in the handout. So definitely look at these either before or during your reading. Number 2, you're going to click on the blue link that I just showed you to open up the handouts. And then you're going to do the reading as we normally would in class. The difference here is the questions. So usually we would answer the questions in class and we would go over them together. Instead of doing that, because we obviously cannot do that anymore, you're going to scroll up, and this is going to say submit, not resubmit. It's going to say submit assignment. You're going to click on this, and this text space will appear. So this is where you're going to answer your questions. So all of the fill-in parts in your lessons, you can just go ahead and ignore those because you will answer them on here. Answer the following questions from the handout in the text box below. Number each answer 1 through 4. So let's say you're answering question number 1. When you write your answer down here, you're going to type in number 1 and you're going to type in your answer, just so I know which one you're talking about. Okay, once you're done writing all of your answers, you're going to click Submit Assignment so I can see your answers. Submitting. Okay. So you're done with that part. And the last thing you need to do is submit an answer to the discussion thread. So I'll show you where to get to that in a little bit. Time. My expectation is that this assignment will take you approximately 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So I will let you know how long this assignment is going to take you to finish. That way you know if you have time to work on it or if you need to go back to it later. Whenever you open up a lesson, if you need to leave it for any reason, you can pick up where you left off. So you don't need to worry about not being able to finish it. And then a little bit more clarity. So if there's anything in the assignment that you didn't understand, you can set up a Zoom office hour with me. So it's kind of like we will be FaceTiming and you'll be able to ask me any questions that you had about the lesson, and that'll be our meeting so that I can help you understand the lesson a little bit better. Okay, so let me show you where to get to your discussion. So remember, modules is where you're going to get to all of your assignments. So we're going to click on that. Okay. Every discussion is going to have the same name as the lesson, so you know which one you need to click on. So we worked on Early America. So when you do Early America, you're going to do the Early America discussion. So let's click on that. Okay, once you open this, you'll have instructions. It says try to answer all the questions. Your answer should be at least 100 words. So I know that sounds like a lot, but once you get started, it's really not that much, especially because you have all of these questions that you need to answer. So for every discussion, I'll include like 2 or 3 questions, or even as many as I included here, to make it easier so you have something to write about. Once you feel like you're ready to start writing, you're going to click here on reply. And then a text box will appear. You'll write here. Let's say you're done. Those are my 100 words. You're going to post the reply down here in the blue button. And then for every reply, these boxes will start appearing. Notice the reply right here. If you want to comment on something that a classmate wrote, you can click on that and you can reply to their answer. Okay, so every lesson is going to be structured this way: video, lesson, discussion. It will change when we have tests or movies, and like I said, I will let you know how that is going to be different when we get to it. Okay. One last thing before I end this video. I know that everything is a little bit crazy right now and you didn't sign up for an online class. This is not what you wanted to do. You wanted to do it face to face. So I want to let you know that I'm going to make this as easy as possible for you. I know that this class is probably not the most important thing in your life, but I hope that you can stick around and don't get discouraged if it's confusing because now you have to do it online. We're practicing, we're learning together. I'm here to help you as much as I can. I will be available if you have any questions. So don't find this intimidating because we're here to help you. We're here to make sure that you get as much as you need out of this class. So I hope to see you back.